Hello everyone, this is part 2 of the demo for your perfect sphere assignment. You will learn how to dome the discs to make them into half spheres. These are the tools we need for doming: a brass hammer, a dapping or doming block with different cup sizes, and a set of dapping punches of different sizes as well. And don't forget your safety glasses. You might also want to wear ear protection. It is a noisy technique. Okay, let's start doming. In the dapping block, we look for a domed depression or cup that is slightly larger than the disc blank. So you try several cups for size. Place the blank in the block to see how it fits. What to look for is that the disc should sink just below the surface of the dapping block. It looks like this one is the best fit for our disc. Now let's choose a dapping punch that fits in this cup, but not too tightly. There should be enough room for the disc and the dapping punch. So this is how you start doming your disc. You hit the disc with the punch and the brass hammer, starting with one blow in the center of the disc. As you hammer, the dapping punch pushes the metal down so that the disc touches the bottom of the cup. Check your metal. At this point, it is slightly domed, but not quite enough. And you should see a bright spot on the outside of the shape. Here it's shiny inside, but not outside. So it has not made contact with the block yet. Let's check again. Now the metal is shiny on the convex side. So we'll continue hammering, and as you hammer, keep moving the dome inside so that you can hit the entire surface of the dome. So we're going to speed the video at this point. And you'll make sure as you hammer that you work on the sides as well, not just the middle of the dome. And you'll have to keep checking the outer surface of the dome periodically to see where you need to hammer. Let's have a look again. How do we know we are done with this specific cup, this specific step? Check the outer surface of the metal. It should all be bright and shiny. But here it is mostly bright. There are a few dull spots left. So we'll go back to hammering. And the goal is to eliminate any dull spot on the surface. If it's not bright and shiny, it needs to be pushed down or hammered more. So we're going back to the dapping block, and this time focusing on these dull spots, which are mostly around the rim of the dome. It is important to have a dome that's evenly shaped, perfectly round with a smooth surface. The entire surface of the metal is bright and shiny on the outside, which means we have a dome that's symmetrical. But this is as far as we can go with this size cup because it is not a half sphere yet. It needs to be taller and deeper. So we need to anneal to continue doming our piece. The metal has been compressed and stretched, and it is now work done. That's why it needs to be annealed to make it soft and workable again. So we are ready for the next round. We can select a smaller cup, the next smaller cup in the dapping block. As before, we make sure the cup is big enough for the dome. Remember, the edge of the dome should be just below the surface of the block. Select a new punch of the correct size. It shouldn't be too tight. And we're going to be ready for the next round, round 2. I am not going to show the process again, but you will repeat the same process until the dome has the desired depth or height. And you must anneal, quench, and pickle your metal every time you go to a smaller size cup in the dapping block. So anneal after each round. Continue hammering until the entire surface of the dome has been hammered. It should be, remember, it should be bright and shiny on the outside everywhere. And remember to anneal and pickle every time you go to a new size of cup in the doming block to avoid stressing your metal. Use your calipers to check the size of your dome regularly as you work. And the height of the dome, or the depth of the dome, should be 1.5 centimeters or half its diameter. Remember, the diameter must be 3 centimeters. To create a perfect sphere with the same diameter in all directions, each half sphere needs to be a true half sphere, which means the height of the dome should be equal to half its diameter. For this project, you can expect to do 3 or 4 rounds to end up with the correct measurements. Thanks for watching.